Hello, my name is Sienna Kling, and today I'm going to be sharing my personal narrative about the effects and the dangers of being a know-it-all. So, we probably have all known people who come across as they know everything, and it can really get on your nerves. So I'm going to share a story of why it would be best for us to stay away from becoming that type of person. So, it starts out with a couple years ago. I was going on a hike with some friends, and the guy leading the hike we didn't know him too well, but he kind of put himself as the leader because he planned all the details, and he just promised that he knew everything, and we listened to him because he just was so assuring in that, and he seemed like he did know everything, but clearly the story shows that he did not. But we listened to him, and we shouldn't have trusted him so easily because on the first day of the hike, it was supposed to be 1 day and 1 night hike. And on the first day of the hike, he said it would be easy, and he didn't tell us the weather either. So there was a massive thunderstorm on the first day, and it was so cold and freezing, and we didn't pack for that. But we made it through the thunderstorm, but we were all kind of like a little upset, like, why didn't you tell us that this was going to be like the weather? Obviously, you could have found out before we had been on this hike. And it was also extremely hard, and he said it would be an easy hike, but it was so hard, and it was mostly uphill, and it was crazy. And then we spent the night, and on the second day, we were nowhere near the end of the hike. Like, everyone could tell that there was no end, and the guy leading didn't even know, like, where we were going, even though he promised us that he knew all this, like, routes and perfect things that he would lead us back to our cars, and he didn't know what he said he knew. And on the second day, so thunderstorm was the first day. On the second day, 2 people decided they were done, and they wanted to turn back. And that's crazy because there was only 2 of them, but then another person hurt their ankle, so they wanted to turn back. So all 3 of them turned back on the second day. Crazy, because then our group was lots smaller. And then after we spent another night, because we didn't finish the hike, we were not done on the second day. On the third day, which is 2 days past the time we were supposed to be there, we were like running out of food. We did not pack food for this amount of time for a hike. It was crazy. And so the leader on the third day ended up getting altitude sickness, so we had to carry him, and we had to carry all his stuff. So that was crazy, and he was the one that was like, I know everything, it's an easy hike, and definitely was not true. And that was crazy. Finally, we made it back after that on the third day, which is not when that was supposed to end. It was supposed to end after 1 day, that hike. But I'm going to read a quote to lead into my next theme. It says, "Those who think they know it all have no way of finding out they don't." So basically this quote is saying, if you are so thinking that you are the only one with the truth and that you are the only one who knows how things need to be and you're the only one who knows everything, then you're going to miss the fact and be oblivious to the fact when you're not right. So you're going to not listen to other people when they say, actually, it's like this, because you're going to be too prideful, kind of, to, like, realize that you're wrong. So that is the danger of being a know-it-all, is missing, or, like, being wrong always and missing the opinions of others, because that's a huge life skill when we can open ourselves to see what others have to say and to see what others think is true, because that could help us also with what we think is true. So, thank you guys for listening.